Is it on? Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Charlie Tuna TV YouTube channel. All right, and this is another exciting episode of Fishing Trip. All right, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have royalty in Los Angeles in a lot of different layers. Not even just like music, but like when I first came to California, I heard about this lady. They used to call her Queen Tut, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, who is this? Because I was into popping really heavy and stuff, so I had to seek her out. But at any rate, world renowned from the same base that I'm from, has accomplished things that people, you know, are just now accomplishing. And I always say that there are a lot of people out there that exist right now, female-wise, and just MC-wise, that are doing what you've been doing forever.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my sister, Medusa, the Gangsta Goddess.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? First, I want to give it up to you for Fishing Trip. You know, I'm a Pisces, so
oh, see, bingo.
I know what it is to watch the colorful scales swim around and try to figure it out. So, Fishing Trip,
That's
everything.
I appreciate that.
and it was Lady Tic Tut. Lady Tic Tut.
Is that what it was?
Of the Groovatron.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Lady Tic Tut.
Yes.
That's deep.
And it's funny because us being from the same plateau of hip hop,
Right.
if you in Cali, like gangbangers, pop locked, you know, we would meet at Venice Beach, anywhere we could to get it in against each other. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's where it was all safe ground. If you were pop locking,
then you was cool.
You was all good. Right. You better bust a move. It better happen. You know what I mean?
That's real.
So yeah, that's crazy.
And it's crazy too that we're talking about names, because this program, I try to ask, you know, two solid, same questions to everybody that, you know, each question is vivid and broad enough for you to answer and have, like, everybody has some kind of different crazy thing, some stuff that I learned too. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? So that's the cool part. And then the last one, I just try to cater to the person I'm talking to. So whatever, you know, sometimes it's DJs, sometimes it's musicians.
Yeah. In
this case, it's MC.
Nice.
So, first question is, in a couple of layers. You just told me one, Lady Tic Tut. But how did you get your name, Medusa?
Medusa, wow.
And before you answer that, the second part of that is, I want to know how you and your cousin came up with the name Strength in Numbers.
Ooh.
All right, so go for the Medusa one first.
Wow, that's now you got my brain working on both sides. Like, okay, so Medusa. I mean, let's just be pure and simple with it. This is when you give up simple bars. I turn whack MCs to stone is why I chose the name. You know what I mean?
You couldn't pay for that time, and either. As soon as you said that, it was a laugh track in the back. That was amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was dope.
But
I
the
love your
bar,
hair.
thank you. But the bar of it all, and this is you getting to know yourself gradually in this world of hip hop. So Bongo was a Rasta brother who used to create gear and shared a studio with Pedro, PJ.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so Bongo one day handed me a dictionary from 1921, and he said, "Yeah, look up Medusa." Like, oh, you know, when the elder tell you look up something, you gonna look up something, right? So I pull up Medusa, and at this time I was known for jumping in ciphers and freestyling and battling and whatnot. So it said that the way a jellyfish swims, which is formless, and it flows through the way it feels, is called a Medusa form. I was like, wow, that applies to A, how I live life, and B, you know, when you freestyling, you just going, it's free form. Like I feel like anyone that spits a freestyle and it's the same pattern that you write in, like you're not being as free as you can be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Leaning on your parameters, so to speak.
Yeah, that part. So when I freestyle, I free form and I'm careless with it. I'm free. I'm just, you know. So it made sense. If I didn't get anything from that day with Bongo, it was that.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So you was like, all right, I'm gonna just start calling myself
I'm
that.
running with it. I'm going.
That's dope.
And then, you know.
How long ago was that?
That was like, woo. I'd have to say 18 years ago.
Wow.
About 18, yeah. And in addition to that, you know, Medusa was one of 5 sisters. And I can't remember all of the names, but I remembered Medusa because she didn't have snakes for hair. It was like, if you weren't familiar with braids, locks, any of that, and you come into a land, what are you going to compare it to?
Snakes.
Snakes, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So I heard that she was hunted down by a king, the king of Nod, and that's funny, of Nod.
Right.
Anyway, and wanted to behead her because they wanted the strength that they heard this snake-like hair held. And to top it off, she spoke truth. She was the one sister that spit truth from her heart, from the knowledge of what, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are shut down from their truth, like, don't say that, whatever you do. She was not that. She went ahead and said what she meant and what she felt. And I resonated with that. And I'm like, I'm gonna be that sister.
That's right.
Out of the 5. Because I'm an ass sometimes, the whole ass, because I'm not afraid of my own truth.
Right.
A lot of people hide behind other people's truths or the facade that they want to pull off in this name or in this hip hop, this rap, the world of rap, that reincarnated attitude of your pimping past rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
Like let me holler at you, let me rap at you. That type of rap. You know what I mean? But they get caught up in the illusion, and I'm like, the dopest thing that you get people to resonate with or to really feel themselves is in your truth. Because if they can exist in the reflection of that, like I see my reflection in that, then that means that's what this world of hip hop deserves, your truth.
Yeah.
So I can resonate with you. You give me the same thing to resonate with that 15 other MCs did today on the radio.
Yeah.
Show me something different.
Yeah.
Show me your truth. Let me cry with you. Let me, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
That truth.
For sure. Sure.
So I'm an ass. I'll give you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And then put some sprinkles of sexy on it.
That's what was so cool about y'all. Y'all first created The Good Life, and I was like, dude, these two, man, nuts. Man. That was crazy. Isn't this crazy too to watch? This Is the Life, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to Ava DuVernay. Her first documentary, This Is the Life, is where she jumped off the porch at, if you will. You know what I'm saying? What was cool about her is her reaching back and giving all of the love and the glory to the people around her who helped her become the MC who she was.
Come on.
She probably still is. I'll be trying to, every time I see her, I'll be like, bust a rap. I know you got some.
Give me 6 bars real quick. Hey, come on.
But if you want to know anything about what we're talking about behind the scenes, please look up This Is the Life. It's a cool documentary by Ava DuVernay for her first feature film.
At that time, all we had was NWA. And everybody thought everything coming out of LA is gangster rap. You know, like, let them do that and let us do something else.
Easy. Good Life was like an escape.
A release.
In that, though, when you was telling the story about coming up to the Good Life, to the parking lot, do you remember who you asked? What was going on over there? Do you remember who that was?
There was a couple of folks. Did I ask you?
It was me.
It was you.
So when you said it, I was like, damn, my bad. When you said it, I was like, oh shit. Damn, she remember that? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Because y'all pulled up and like kind of like double parked damn near right there. I was like,
in the VW.
and jumped out. I was like, yo, who is this? I think me, Mark, and Mark 7 was there. Anyway, we going long for this one. Second part of that question is the strength in numbers. Well, our album Power in Numbers, I feel like, for real, if it wasn't consciously, it was definitely subconsciously, we pulled from the fact that y'all had that. You know, at least a piece of it. It was like, oh, that's pretty sick, but we called it Power in Numbers.
That part, yeah.
But I always wondered, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how did y'all get that name? That shit was just amazing to me.
That's crazy. You know, at first it was just straight up Sin, S-I-N. And we were just realizing, you know, you had that youth in your life where it's all the sexy and considered sin things that you want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And you want to be fly in it, and you want to make it fly when you talk about it, and you know, so sin was sexy. Sin was all of those things to us at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But then we had to really like, okay, it's got to be deeper than that. Hold up now. And realizing how large our family is, and rolling in your streets, like the crew I come from Pop Lock, and when you were converging in a sports arena for an Uncle Jam's Army. Right. That it was the power and the strength of those numbers that allowed it to exist in that space. You know what I mean? That youth. So every powerful moment I felt in hip hop, and she felt in her life of music, it came from a collective. Right. There's strength in that. There's strength in that number. And now we choosing the two sisters to step up in this and attach numbers to our outer family. You know what I mean? And it made sense. Like, there is strength in numbers. Yeah, strength in numbers.
That's it right there. The sister we speaking about is Coco. We haven't even said her name yet. Which you guys are actually family, right?
That is my cousin.
That's the coolest part about the whole shit too, is that y'all actually blood. You know what I mean?
Part.
So I was like, when I first heard y'all got signed and all that, I was like, whoa, this is dope. That's like family movements right there.
That part.
You know what I mean? I love that.
It was funny because people always thought like, are y'all girlfriends? Are you da-da-da? Like, no, it's my cousin.
That's my cousin, yeah.
And she my second cousin. That's my mom's cousin.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I always loved the contrast. It's a group from Chicago called Infamous Syndicate. You remember them girls?
Oh yeah.
With Shauna and Latifah and them, and to me they were kind of like you guys as far as the looking at, like when you just glance at it, it was the total opposites of everything. Everything was like you guys. You was a light skin with the black fro. She was a dark skin with the. It was perfect opposites. I was like, this is crazy.
Like that's the diaspora of black women in the world, damn near. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like real spit. I can feel that. I can feel that.
I always thought that was amazing. So before we get off this question, Lady TikTok.
Lady TikTok.
Break that one down for me real quick.
Shit. I think when the Groovatrons came up to the school, like
please put this shit.
Okay, this is 82.
Okay, I wasn't even in LA yet, so let's go.
Maybe 81, and I lived in Pomona.
Okay.
So I'm at Ontario High, and I had been pop locking.
You went to Ontario High?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway,
indeed. I used to ditch to go to Gary and Ganesha and all of them. Yeah.
My son went to Etiwanda.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Played
crazy.
ball for Etiwanda.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. Anyway.
So I was known to pop lock, and I guess Lawrence and Daryl Stokes and all of them started hearing about this girl in Ontario. They like Ontario. Wait a minute. So I'm in my class and somebody comes, hey, there's dudes out there from Pomona in Pintos. I was like, Pintos? They was like, the Pinto Club is really dope. And I was like, what? And they just took their speakers out the back. They looking for a pop locker. I think they looking for you. I was like, me? So I come out the class, I go in the front. They was dressed for the battle. You know what I mean? Like the long sleeve shirts, the khakis, the whole, like they out there already hitting, like daring folks to pull out. I'm like, what? So I came out there, what I knew was to hit, and my tut was pretty fucking mean. Because it was a straight line tut. It wasn't a sloppy tut.
Right.
And my waves were kind of cold. But hit, ticking, and tutting, I had down on my own.
That's right.
So when they saw me get down and I came to the first rehearsal with the Groovatrons, that was the name that they bestowed upon me.
After they saw you get out?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Lady Tic Tac.
You know what's crazy is because, like, okay, I came out to LA in 86, the middle of 86. And, you know, out of the frying pan into the fire, so to speak, coming from the gang situation in Chicago, and the music situation too. You know, being that house music and all that stuff was cracking. Plus, hip hop was cracking, and slowly making its way across America. We got exposed to Los Angeles hip hop through Breaking the movie. You know what I'm saying? And the documentary Breaking and Entering.
Breaking and Entering. That's
okay. So that's how we got it. So and we was out there popping in this and the third too. And so because I was all skinny and tall and shit, I was like really good at that.
Yeah.
I had a cool little ground game, but my pop like it was better, right?
Wait,
so,
what was your popping name? Come on.
I didn't have no name. I didn't have no name. I've been tuna for years.
Wow.
Cause of a family thing. My pops called me Charlie Tuna. I'm the fourth. I'm Charles Leroy Stewart the fourth.
Wow.
So everybody got a nickname down the line. And Pops didn't want to call me Little Him.
Right.
His nickname was Pee Wee. Right. So he saw the Starkist tuna commercial. Ha ha. That's funny. You're tuna. And I just grew up with that. You know what I mean? It was just one of them things. And I kept it because I saw.
Yeah, Starkist is dope.
I guess.
that commercial was really a thing for us back in the day. And you wanted to be Starkist.
I didn't. I used to tell him not to call me that shit in front of the homies. It's like a family name.
Right,
but he didn't give a fuck. He said, you know, and that was that. So.
That's hilarious.
But the getting into the whole popping thing, when I saw Breaking, I noticed just being from the middle of America, I'm like, okay, look, the ground game is crazy in New York, but over here on the West, motherfuckers can't mess with the locking and the popping. These dudes is killing it over here. And my mom was grew up with Ozone's family.
Oh no.
Cause he from Chicago, he from Cabrini Green. And so when they was doing when Soul Train was in Chicago,
right.
He was on. That's how they got on the what do they call the Camelot?
Camelot. Yeah.
So anyway, moms knew they family. She used to always be like, I know that boy family. Anyway,
Y'all
my
still
mission.
doing that dance?
Exactly. She used to clown me. That's a whole nother story. You hear that shit on the Power Numbers album and shit.
That's hilarious.
She like need to get your ass a job. That's a whole nother story. But coming out here, my mission was to find where the hip hop was. So I found Radiotron with Thomas Guy, and I came out here and I saw what's his name?
Boogaloo Shrimp.
Poppin' Peak.
Poppin' Peak.
And what's the other? Taco.
Papa Taco and Poppin'. They was probably two of the hardest LA hitters.
Period. You know what I mean? And so that was my mission to try to see. So when I'm listening and talking to people, I heard about you. And I'm like, I want to see her. I want to see where she at. Where's she at? She that good? I want to see her. That's one of them days, though.
Battling. Our crew would go get it. I battled Mama. I battled Queen Boogaloo. I battled dudes. Like, you gotta ask Scorpio. Like, you remember Medusa from back in the day? He gonna be like,
see, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so moving on to the second question. The second question is this. Just being a practitioner of music, I mean, I guess, you know, every aspect of what you did in and what you do in hip hop or for hip hop or through hip hop as a lens, I guess, is affected by music because it's hip hop. So the real simple question is, what does music mean to you? What has it done for you? What has it done to you? It can be negative, it can be positive. Whatever you want to build up on, it's on you.
Does anyone have any songs about?
You know how you get it.
I was like, what is that noise?
That's crazy.
That was dope.
How you're like, my mom is my first love, you know? And the second would have to be music. It would have to be. because of my mom, I grew up. That is fresh.
It's crazy.
He
It's
literally
crazy. So
jumped
he
up
needs some
there.
oil on that bug.
Yeah, that's all.
Get all that. It's crazy because some of these interviews we've gotten so many different little cool impromptu things that happen.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
A bird, a flock of birds one time. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy.
I beat that.
But anyway, so continue.
So, music is love for me. For the simple fact, you know, we in life for journeys, you know, experiences. When you listen to as many different styles as my mother introduced me to, in addition to what I learned on my own, in addition to what I learned in other people's homes, it is a unlimited journey for me in music. The style of mixing, the different instruments.
Damn, I thought your hair was a hat. That's amazing.
Thank you.
I like it.
See what I mean?
Right. To vocalize is something that's so amazing. The harmonics that hit me from that, the freedom in lyrics and lyrical genius. I moved around a lot when I was young, our whole family, and there was something that was constant that never left. That was my mother, my brothers, and music. I could sit in a room for hours and play Vision by Stevie Wonder. I could play Earth, Wind and Fire, all of their albums back to back, and it allowed me a new journey, a new set of friends, freedom of expression, to travel outside of whatever this new city was into my past, my family. But music, it affects your DNA in a way that connects you to the all. To the all. And I mean, like, universally speaking, spiritually speaking, people, the earth, the components within it. Oh yeah, it has given me all of those things.
That's dope. That's really dope. So the second part of that question for me is like, just wondering from you, like, what's the process of, like, you know how they say every writer or every artist has their own like process of how they do shit. You know what I mean? Whether it's like a spliff, or like we gotta sit in a room quiet, or it's gotta be a bunch of people around. Or,
Right.
you know, from that, something as surface as that, to just an actual feeling. Like, what's your process of like writing?
It's just based on my previous answer, and my process is very vast. You know, it could be here at the beach, or it could be I walk into this rowdy ass room full of people, and it all depending on where I'm at and what I'm experiencing at the time is going to pull what it pulls out of me.
Right.
In addition to the music, are we writing with no music at all? We're doing based on feelings and deep thoughts, or are we, writing from a track that was pulled up from a few producers in the room, and now you like you're on guard and you're on point, and you now you write bars, you know. So I like all of those experiences in the process. But if I'm seeking it out, it would be a freedom moment like this with the tracks that I really dig, and playing them and smoking a little something and feeling the sun on myself. Yeah,
that's what's up.
That's the process I like.
For sure.
Although I really do like writing in the lab too. There's something about that feels official when you're in you know what I mean?
That's real. It's crazy too, because I think that's generational as well. Like in our generation, you know what I'm saying? Like we were able to experience both. Like, okay, being signed artists at one point, right? And going in the actual official studio,
right,
creating some shit. being proud of it because you created it, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, we also saw the birth of them home studios, and then all of a sudden, the big studios closing down, and this and the third. And now, I feel like a lot of the artists are like more comfortable in their bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's some crazy
real
shit.
shit. Like, I'm most comfortable by myself. I don't want to get on the mic and have everybody staring at me like I'm creating right now. Hold up.
Right.
And it gives you that freedom of process that you're not caught up in paying hourly for this function.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I got to pay for the engineer, and I got this, so I'm on a time constraint. I'm like, at home, you rolling one up. You can have the TV visuals in the background. You get your friends come and they go, or it's just I made my tea. Now I'm having a cocktail, and I can take my time and really sketch this.
Right.
I'm sketching.
Right.
That's where the masterpiece comes from, where you can lay maybe 6 bars of inspiration and then freeze it for a minute and go off and get re-inspired and come back and like, let me get this other 6 bar in,
Technology is a motherfucker, ain't it? I love that.
It really is, man. And it's our musicianship. A lot of us, we know how to make beats and we know how to spit, but who plays the saxophone? Who plays the trumpet? That's a rare find.
Right.
Who can play all of the instruments and still like rock that beat? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is our way of being musicians.
Yeah, true. Without being classically trained about
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's like everybody. Reason why I was asking that is just like everybody got a different way of producing. Like when I say producing, I mean like what inspires them to make some shit right then and there. Some dudes it need to be down to the wire. Need to be. I mean, I'm paying X amount of money for this. I need to come over. It need to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
That
what I'm saying
hungry feeling.
about our age. We were able to see that. So some of these dudes are really like stuck in that world still.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask you this because I see you visually, like through your socials and stuff, like in every situation.
Yeah.
It ain't just like I can see you like from your coffee. What was it? Coffee.
Coffee bars.
I'm telling you, I bit your style, man. I be doing that shit for the money. Ladies and gentlemen, I got Monday motivations from this one. But yeah, you and Red be murdering that shit, man. Pick up the Riddler, man. Yeah, so I see you able to, morph in any situation and still come with something that's really worth listening to. You know what I mean? And I think that's our training, our college.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it is.
And the fact that we all grew up with a gang of different styles of music. Like, who didn't know Isley Brothers and Depeche Mode?
Exactly.
And Prince.
Right.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Billy Idol. And, it was like, woo.
But I will say that that's more accepted out here on the West Coast, man, because in the Chi, it's so segregated. That, and still to this day, it's that segregated that this is this and that's that. And when you blend the two, it's to risk being ridiculed or worse. You know what I'm saying?
That's
here,
nuts.
I've always, when I first touched it, I was like, yo, shit is crazy. Like everybody here. Like,
It's amazing that you say that because some of the best house music to dance to out here is from Chicago.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like the styles of people that it brings together out here to party.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
That's the dopest shit to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It touches everybody. But Chicago still, it remains to this day. You've been there a couple times. It remains like separated in a way that's just, it sucks to me. I always thought that.
It is like you turn the block and you just right into some other shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know the politics, then you mess. No shade, because that's my city. Like, same way that this one. After all these years, I can claim both, and it's all good. You know what I mean? But I just know that it's like, if you ain't speaking the same politics out there, you rap. But it's like that here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Same way.
I'm glad you brought that back around.
For sure.
It's because I had a situation like I was telling you. I know a lot of Crips, a lot of Bloods throughout the years, from Pomona to LA to the Bay, you name it.
Yeah.
But that's not me. I may call myself the Gangsta Goddess. That's because I want sisters to gangster their position and keep their goddess-like integrity. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I bang. I know a lot of bangers, so I don't know the full-fledged politics or what is allowed and what isn't, and I just don't think about it. So that being said, I go to pick up my homeboy Jason out the jungles. He got, he fly. He got his button down on, a little checker, red and gold, with the creased out jeans, the Stacy's with the red socks and the red t-shirt. And I was like, he fresh. So I'm going up off of Crenshaw and 116.
Right. Oh.
I'm going to work in the studio, a studio that I frequent.
Right.
So I pull up on Chuck and my man Tremaine and walk in the garage with Jason. Red, like really. So some of the little homies that are on the block, they come over all the time when they see Medusa's car. They like, oh, Medusa in the studio, let's go say what's up. So they walk in, and the amount of Crips, now they go there, yeah, but it was extra.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
And Tremaine, like, he gave me a look and he said, yo, come on, let me talk to you a minute. I was like, okay. He was like, your boy got on all that red and boom. He's like, yeah, I told him to dress nice. Then when he came over here, the collared shirt, and he's still just not clicking. He was like, no, you hear these niggas, they good. I'm like, yeah, they super cuz grip right now. What is going on?
Right.
Man, look at your boy, and it hit me when I turned around and looked. I was like, oh. So as this is happening, 3 other cats from the block. Now it's kind of full, and they all to the back, and they smoking, and my guy Jason, he lights up a blunt, he offers it to him. Hey, I'm Jason, and starts to introduce himself like, paying respect, and he passes it through, and they smoking with him, and they kind of chilled out a little bit. But if that hadn't happened, we probably would have kicked it a little longer. But it made me realize what was happening, because here come 2 more walking up the driveway as we're leaving to go to the car. And I was like, wow, I put my bro in a really messed up situation.
And didn't even know.
And did not know.
That's crazy.
So we get like maybe 5-6 blocks down Crenshaw, and I was like, Jason, I just want you to know, I had no idea what I was doing. I never, ever want you to feel unsafe with me. I would never set anyone up in that way. He was like, I know, Medusa, I know you're not like that. And he was like, but it made me like, really man up and respect where I was at. That's why I lit the blunt, and, we shook hands, and, I was like, that's dope. He was like, if it weren't for the situation and you, I might have not reacted. Yeah.
Been a whole nother situation.
Right.
That's deep.
But that's how deep that is. You could be from it, but you're not of it.
Okay, so here's another one. I love how this is more of a conversation than an interview.
Okay, thanks.
I'm on Pico, and what is that?
Venice?
No, Pico and between Western and what's going on? Not too far from Penguin's Fish.
Not Stanford.
Okay, so I'm over there.
Arlington.
Come. You know where Hymno stay at?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm coming from Hymno's house. Didn't have no car at the time, so I'm catching the bus. I'm at the bus stop. I'm chilling. 3 dudes look like they fresh off the bus from the county. Big dudes. Right. As they get close, I realize they gotta be Bloods because they rocking a lot of red, right?
Right.
So as they get close, I'm hearing their conversation, blood this, blood that, but 2 of them looking at me like, I'm like, oh man, here we go. And if I take off running or something,
it's gonna really be.
So I just gotta when I'm going, hey, blood. I'm like, shit, here we go.
Damn it.
I'm like, what's up, homie? Here you
What
go.
you got on?
This is what he said. He said, oh, no, I learned that lesson a long time ago. I'll tell you that later.
Okay.
But he was like, hey, blood. I was like, what's up, homie? He said, ain't you that dude that be rapping at the Good Life? And I was like, no. He said it like this. He said, don't you know my homegirl Medusa? That's what he said.
Wow.
Don't you know my homegirl Medusa? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, homie, I told you, that's that dude that be rapping from the Good Life. That's
That
what he said.
is crazy.
And I was like, woo, if I ever get a chance, I need to tell Medusa she saved my life. So yeah, I get the chance to tell you that shit on camera. That's what's up.
That was a perfect segue to what I was talking
Crazy,
about.
man. I'm like, yo, that was nuts. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so last question is this. Since everybody sets up, I want to have a little, concert right now. Give me. I won't even make it 5. I'll make it your top 3 rap inspirations. Like people who, everybody, we got our favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like coming up before either we was rapping or while we rapping. Like, damn, that dude or that, like, whoever just got style. Like, I gotta like step my shit up. You know what I mean? Like, give me 3 of them people for you.
3 of them. That's.
And why?
Oh.
There you go. That's why I want to give you 5. It's basically the top 5 question, but without it being the top 5 question.
Right. And it's like each one that pops in my head is for completely different reasons.
Yeah, it should be. It should be.
I gotta have 4 at least.
Okay, go for it. Come on, let it out. If you got 5, bring it out. I just didn't want to,
It would be KRS-One.
Okay.
Latifah, Rakim, MC Light.
Sweet. All 4 of them I've seen through socials that you've like had cool ass interactions with.
Yeah.
So if you can, in a few words, each one, like how come?
Chris is knowledge and pocket.
True.
Latifah is that Gangsta Goddess thing.
Yeah.
She that queen yet rugged.
Yeah.
And sometimes like when I'm talking about these individuals, I may not be fans of every song. I'm sure nobody's a fan of every one of mine. You know what I mean? But there are moments that strike you and put something in your soul regarding hip hop. And I was Latifah did, what was it? A step to a basement party in Brooklyn. The brothers was looking as soon as I put a foot in. That rhyme right there with Daddy-O, these are the pros.
Yeah, the pros.
I stepped into a basement party in Brooklyn. The brothers was looking as soon as I put a foot in.
I was about to say. I mean, when I first heard that was crazy.
Ooh, that was ill.
Yeah.
But Rakim, woo. The way he styles in a pocket and the effortless mouth control, bar control that he has with his spit. And the fact that he can story tell in a way that he's standing on his square. It can't be messed with, but at the same time it makes him feel open to conversation.
I feel you.
You got the house with me. I feel you don't play mine. I'ma lay the rules cause it ain't much time. How you feel it ain't hard to find. I wanna know the sound you find. Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah, sure.
And MC Light, when she spit, it was like the girl next door you knew and loved. You know what I mean?
I was listening to the Beat Biter the other day and was laughing my ass off because it sounded like that. She like, talking about her and her cousin Jill to come through with a posse of girls. Like, it just remind me of, I'm like, that's the whole girl next door. That's crazy.
Girl Jill, my cousin Trey across the room with a posse of girls. So I step in the middle, shake it just a little.
I fuck with her. I'm not allowed to go over her house, but I fuck with her.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's a whole nother story. We got to have a part 2 to this one because of Light alone.
Come on.
That's a whole nother story. And Light, you can enjoy, you want to come back to. That'd be dope.
I love you. Woo.
But anyway, yeah. But, okay, so, and Light is the girl next door. Huh? That's what's up.
Yeah, that's right there.
I appreciate you, mama. Thank you for coming out here in this hot sun with dude playing wrong notes on Boogie Woogie.
He think he getting it though, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna
Give me
disrespect.
a little sun moment,
The moment is for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the Gangsta Goddess herself, Medusa.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Do me a favor and tell everybody your socials and all that stuff, how they can get at you.
At Legend Medusa on most of them. GangstaGoddess.ca is the website. I got a project out there right now called Top Shelf Funk that I did with Georgia Ann Muldrow, and it's featuring Joy, and just phenomenal. Y'all check it out. How many colors you got off in your pen store? How much knowledge you done passed to them kinfolk? I was hopeful, but now I don't think so. Well, let me tell you this from the get-go. I'm working on a project right now with Broadzilla, called Goddess Complex. And all the different energies and experiences and even the people that exist in me and these many snake heads of who I am. I get to express this in this album. So I get to vocalize, I get to kill it with my bars. I allow Nene to have her own joint, you know. I was little Nene, come out and dance for the family, Nene, come on. That type of, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so Nene gets her moment.
Sweet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm really having a good time with this album. Broadway has provided some ill beats.
Nice.
And I would love you on it. I'm just gonna put that out there.
She got me. It's done. That was a contract right there. Y'all see that, right?
Hey, come on.
We in California too. Come on now. Done.
I'm gonna come find you.
Come on. So shit. Come on now. You got my number. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
I'm honored because we do. It's been long overdue. I've been trying to pull you on all kind of shit. Yeah, that's a long another story. We'll talk about that in a second too. Oh, I wanted to say before we left. Man, I lost it.
Oh, and I did something with KRS-One. I curated some music for his next 2 singles. So,
are you serious?
Yeah, so you guys come check me out.
Sweet.
Live
Yeah, I was
band,
wondering what y'all. That's what it was. Quick answer. I just wanted to ask this question because I'm in the same boat, and people ask me this all the time. What's more comfortable for you, DJ or the live band?
Live band, definitely. There's a pocket you can swing in. You don't need ad-libs because you're going where you at. You know the song. So now it's about feeling it with this bed of music that's starting to flow out of God's voice into your body, out your mouth. You know what I mean? It's just freedom. It's freedom, man. I love it. Yeah. But DJ brings out the other MC in me that doesn't sing a whole lot.
Right.
They're there for business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That person. Yeah. But that band, live band, everything.
That person right there. Don't sing a whole lot.
Okay.
I'm a distant boy. I seen him with all them bubbles on. I'm like, what? The ice sneaking up on us like that? Anyway. Yeah. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Gangsta Goddess Medusa. My name is Charlie Tuna. This is Fishing Trip, Tuna TV. Thank you.
Oh.